Hello everybody, welcome to this meeting for DFC on the 17th of February at 7 p.m. GMT. We're going to be taking about half an hour to go through as much as we can on the main site for Daily Freedom Challenge. You'll have to forgive me tonight because I'm a bit coffee, as in coughing. And we're going to go through the new categories that are there so that people can see what they are. And then we'll hopefully go through a lot of different bits and pieces that's there so that you can ask questions if you need to. So let me go and share screen on what I've got is a dummy account. Not a dummy account, but an account. Okay, let's come away from here. Why won't it let me show? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, I'm not leaving the meeting. Oh, see, this is what this does. You all still there? Good. Thank you, Clive. I can see you. Okay. Now, as you can see, this is a new account relatively. It's only been open a few days. And because of the slowdowns that have happened, which I'll go into in a bit later, this has not moved very far at all. It has 2 referrals under it, and it has 2 positions. Now, just to run through the basis of the dashboard, there are 2 links here. Referral link here, don't use it. We believe it runs back to admin, so it actually says do not use. We've had people that still used it and said, why isn't it working? But there's a big thing there saying do not use. So don't use. This is the one you use, and when you click this link, it actually goes straight to a form that is literally takes 30 seconds for your person to fill in, and it's much easier, much quicker for them. They're also able from that page to look at everything that happens, whether it's what it's about, what we're doing, and everything else. The one thing I will say is it's not very comprehensive on there, which is why we decided to do these to support everybody that needs the help and wants to ask the questions. So I'm going to literally go through each of these and show you what they are. So obviously this is the dashboard, but I'm going to click the link anyway just to show you. So this is your total earnings. This is what you've earned from the positions you have. Now, whether this says 200, 2,000, 1, this will be your earnings here. Bear in mind this and this are different. If you have put in, let's say, for instance, this person had paid in $10, this would not reflect here. It would only reflect here, and this cash balance would be $10.20. And now this cash balance is what you could withdraw if you wanted to. I will go into that in a minute. But anything you put in will reflect it here. This is your earnings just from your positions which are here. Now, something that's happened sort of like a few days after we started was you're able to see your referrals. I won't go into them because people's emails are in there. But if you want to, without having to go through your stats list or your anything else here, then you just go to total referrals here. I believe you can get to them from here. Sorry, you can get to them from here. And you can also go into these sides here and do it, but just click on here. Then you've got your positions. Once again, you can go from your position button here. You can purchase positions on here for Nikki, and you can see your matrix positions. Or you can go to here. So I'm going to do both. I'm going to click on here, and there you will see that you can view the matrix on that button. You can view also, excuse me, the individual levels. As you know, you need 2 on this level, and you need 4 on this level. So if I click on these 2, it will individually show me the 2 of them. And if I click on the matrix, it will show me the whole of the matrix and the 4 that are waiting. Okay? Someone's typing with their mute. Oh, is that you, Ali?
Yeah.
Sorry. So you can also go into it here and click matrix, and it will pull up exactly the same information. So like I say, you can get to it directly from your dashboard without mucking about and going through all the different ones over here. Somebody mute there.
What about this?
Can somebody mute, please? Can you all mute your microphones, please? Thank you. Okay, this shows your members count, and it's literally up to date. It's gone up a couple since we've been sat in here. 1946, that's 1940, sorry, 19,456 members. It's not positions count. It is, as it says, a members count. That doesn't mean they're all paid members. It just means that's the amount of people that have signed up. Your status here shows that you have a position in the matrix. If that said free, then it wouldn't be there. So when we come down to this side now, this is your instructions here, how to do it. This has up to 3 positions a day here to purchase if you want to, but actually right now they're saying please don't do any. Because of the backlog with the server, it is far better for you not to do any right now until further notice. You're obviously in a room that's very active, so please keep an eye on all of the updates to see what's supposed to happen and what isn't. So you can click on matrix positions, but we now know you can click on here, and the withdrawal link. Now, the one thing about the withdrawal link is, I'm going to jump slightly as it's mentioned it there, is when you click on here, you can then withdraw in Bitcoin to your Bitcoin wallet. I'm actually going to ask him to change this while we're only using Bitcoin to enter your Bitcoin wallet. So that goes in there and the amount you want to withdraw. See, the unpaid balance here is only 20 cents. Now, if that $10 had been paid in and showed on the right-hand side where I showed you, that would say 10.20. Now, the one thing about here is everything you have done in your back office, whether you have piffed somebody in, whether you have sent money to another member, whether you have bought a position. I actually piffed these 2 in a couple of days ago, so that's why they're not showing. But anything you do from your back office will show here in this part of the withdrawal button. To me, it's a bit of a strange place to put it, but now we know where it is. Let's not ask them to change it and get confused again. So anything you do, if you check your back office, is in your records here. So if a position isn't showing and you think, oh, well, it hasn't gone through, go and find it. It will be in here. And if it says approved, it is date and time stamped, and it will go through in the correct order that it's supposed to go through on. It will actually, oh, sorry guys, I've got to come back and, okay. So any records that you've done, any PIFs, any transfers to other members, any positions you've bought, any withdrawals will all show here. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Now, your deposits. I've actually made a video about depositing funds, so I won't go into it again, but this will be on the same channel. If you find it on the channel, you will see that it's there. So deposit, oh, go away, there we go. Now, deposit funds, I'm going to quickly go through. Let's say I'm going to deposit 20 cents. I'm not going to deposit 20 pounds. Let's say I'm going to deposit 20 cents. And don't worry here that it doesn't say PayPal, because the PayPal is done through coin payments. So just go on through. If you're going to deposit via PayPal, keep going through, and then you will see when it comes in, which it will do eventually. Right, there we go. That the PayPal button is there. So you put in your email that you've signed up with, your first and last name, and you click this button, not this one, and complete checkout. And it will then go through to PayPal directly to your own personal PayPal for you to sign in and make the payment. Now, once again, that will show in your records bit I've just showed you at the bottom of the withdrawal page. Don't worry, it always does that. Okay, so your deposit history. This will be a record of all the deposits you've made. If you can't find it or it isn't showing yet because of the backlog, it should be in here to show up. So position we've already done. You can purchase positions, which, like I say, takes seconds. Level 1 there for a position. You can buy 1 to 3 every day, but right now, once again, I will reiterate, it's none at the moment. And then you just click purchase. Your matrix positions will show, same as it is on the front the dashboard. Now your stats. Your stats show many things. They show the amount that you've earned, the amount that's unpaid, your total paid amount, any amounts you've paid in or paid out, that's the total amount there. Internal transfers, i.e. from another member. If you've paid any internal transfers to somebody else, how many positions you have, and how many downlines you have. Now, the pay it forward list, if you know the person's username, as you can see there's a few here, then you type the username in. You only can buy 1 position at a time, and it comes out of your account balance, whatever that is at the time, and you pay it forward. that would once again, and I'm going to keep saying the same thing, once again, that would show in your withdrawal tab at the bottom in records. So the free members list. Now, at the moment, we're not supposed to touch this at all. Even I made the mistake of doing one yesterday and it didn't disappear for 24 hours. I'm sure that lady must have had about 10 people. There was 50 pages, there's now 46. But they've asked us not to touch any of this whatsoever. Ali, there's a lot of questions coming up, a lot of things coming up. Is there anything I need to answer while I'm here?
No, they're all being answered.
Thank you. Okay, so we go to the withdrawal tab again, and this is where you would withdraw. So whoops, it went backwards. Come back. You've already done that. Now, advertisement. There is going to be somewhere in here where you can promote. This is your promotion link, but actually this is the wrong one, I believe, so don't use this one. This is the one that they say do not use. That should actually be taken out. So don't take it from here, take it from your dashboard. Excuse me. What you do get given when you buy positions is credits to, you will have, not right this minute, but credits to advertise your own offline or online business. So here, because this person has 2 positions, they have 200 credits. They could also put out a text ad with 200 credits available for both. So like a normal text ad like you advertise, that will be something that's available, that all the millions of members that will be in here, she says hopefully and gratefully, will be able to see your ad. Now, I've noticed here there is a bonus level. Oh, it's changed again. It said bonus level 4 today, and that's actually changed back to level bonus 1 again. So I'm not quite sure what this is going to be. It's just something they're obviously working on, and we don't actually know what it is. You can also, if you love DFC, submit a testimonial for them to use in their advertising. Okay, now the new things here were the free members list, which we don't touch at the moment, and the cash transfer, which I'm going to go into now. This is a direct transfer to another member. You can PIF in, but it's also better if you want to do like a dollars transfer. That member can then do their own purchases from their own back office, which the record will then show in their back office for them to see the record of, rather than showing in yours if you PIF it to them. So I've actually been doing cash transfers over, even if it's just for 40 cents, so people can buy their own, and then they can actually show up down here and down underneath here as a record. So once again, you put in how much that you want to send. So even if you're sending 20 cents, you type in the member's username. That's actually one of my referrals. You type in the member's username, and then you just click transfer. And that will then show up, and you can see that as a record. So I hope that explains an awful lot. Is there anything, let me come out and stop sharing and see if you guys have anything that I can help you with. If you want to unmute and ask a question, or if you just want to type it in there, that's fine. I think the banners are going to be rotated, Ali, from what they've said in one of the Telegram rooms. And I think I saw a bit from Cliff about that as well. Yes, any BTC wallet. It is processed through coin payments, but it is to any wallet at all. I know one of my guys put his email address in there, and I said to him, no, it has to be a BTC wallet or it's not going to go in there. So
it's Nikki. Would you go over the how to purchase positions again?
Yes,
this is probably my biggest question I get.
Of course I will. No worries at all.
Thank you.
Back to here. Okay, right. So all you do is you click on position and you click purchase position, and it shows their level 1 position for 20 cents. Now, I will say this, you will never ever buy anything but a level 1 position. An awful lot of people say, well, I want to buy a level 5. We'd all love to buy level 5s or level 10s or level 30s, but you can't. You only ever buy a level 1 and then work up the graph to the higher positions. So you will only ever pay 20 cents per position. If you're buying them on a daily basis, you can buy 1 to 3 on a general day, but right now we're not supposed to buy any. It did come down to 1, then it stopped. But if you're purchasing 1, it would be from your account balance, and you just click purchase. It's that simple. Okay, but like I say, at the moment, please don't purchase any, because the might of Cliff will jump all over us at the moment. Does anybody need me to explain the actual levels and why you cannot buy the higher levels?
Hi, Jax. This is Victoria. How are you?
Hi, Victoria. Nice for you to join us. I'm fine, thank you. It's nice to see your face.
Great presentation. Thank you so much. Yeah, my question is going to be about like what you just asked now.
Okay.
I've been looking into the metrics first. I know we said it was going to be each metrics was going to have about 30 levels.
Yeah.
We're progressing very fast, but is there any way or anyhow you can explain a little bit more about the metrics for us?
Right. Basically,
When I look at it, I know every time you complete, it's a 2 by 2. So when you have the 2 and then the 4 people, you know, that cycles you on to the next. But a lot of my people want to know exactly how that works.
Well,
Please.
it's like any other matrix, Vicky, to be honest. What happens is when you cycle that matrix, the people under you will also then have to cycle their own. You jump up to level 2, and when they've cycled their own, if nobody else has come in the meantime to drop into their slot, which can happen when there's spillover, a lot of times it's happened, we've got an awful lot in ours that we didn't sponsor. They just dropped in from above. Then when you fill the next one, you'll drop to level 3. It literally is the most simplified version of a matrix. And I think people are actually complicating this. Because we're able to buy multiple positions, what they're doing, Vicky, is they're saying, well, can I buy 5 level 1s and then 5 level 2s? No, each one, if you've got 50 level 1s, each one has to go through its own stage. Now, as more and more people come in, they will fill quicker from the spillover from above. So that will happen. I mean, when we joined, there was 200 people. There's now 20,000 nearly. And that's in 9 days. So that spillover will happen very quickly. But I think we've noticed that if you have 2 people under you, it happens a lot quicker.
Okay. So now because some of my sponsor, we want to, you know, set out our links. Do you have to sponsor 2 people personally for you to earn?
They say you don't have to, but it will take a lot longer.
Okay.
So what they're saying is, no, you can wait for spillover. You will still go through eventually. It might take you a year to get to 415 million. I'm not worried. But it will take longer. Obviously, as more people join, as a lot more people join, then that spillover will happen a lot quickly. Because let's say I have filled quite a few level 1s now, and I have, I think I saw somewhere, correct me if I'm wrong, Ali, that once you have your 6 personals, anybody else drops down into your own people. So if you bring, is that right, Ali? You have 6?
Yeah, the 6 will follow you all through all the levels.
Yeah, those 6 will follow you all the way through. But the other ones you bring in, like I've got 12 now, they will drop, although they're still with me, they will go to fill other people below me's levels, and then they will follow them through. So although it doesn't hurt not to have any, it will help to have a couple each.
The best thing to do, Vicky, is if you're bringing a team in, is if you know 3 people, just put 2 under you and then put your 3rd one under one of your 2nd level and help fill theirs up, because that will just push you through further than having 3 on one level.
Does that make sense?
Okay. So now what is the easiest, what is the best, if you have a team of people that you want to work with, which is the best way that we can work to make it beneficial for everybody? Because for me, it's still a little bit confusing because we have all these different metrics that we're pulling in. If it was one metric, you understand, you can see how your people are.
This is one matrix.
So now I have 5 personals and I don't want any more, so it's all going to my people. But you really can't see how they're falling in from one matrix to another. So it gets a little bit confusing. And I do understand that just do the work. Don't ask too many questions. The system will do it. But because like today I was trying to explain it to some people, it was a little bit hard. I said, well, just work your first matrix and every other thing is going to follow. But hey, people are people. They still want to know.
Of course,
because even though I don't understand it, when I go into my metrics, I see every time I have completed a 2x4, or 2x2, which is I have 2 and I have 4. I have my 40 cents or my 80 cents, depending on what level, or I think 160 as you're progressing. So I know the thing is we really don't have to ask questions, but when people ask, you know, what is the best way that we can answer?
Answer them like this. This is basically it's what's called a follow me matrix. So the people you bring in follow you through, unless somebody else drops in the meantime from somebody above you. Let's just say you have 100 people, you know, Vicky, and 2 people below you don't. Okay, the people you bring in after you have 6 will drop down to their matrix to help them. once you have your first matrix filled. Now, the way to explain this is that this is the simplest form because everybody will help everybody else all the way through. But that's basically it. It's the easiest way to explain it. If you go into the numbers of the why 2 by 2, why 2 by 4, why this, or 6 people, it actually creates more problems. It creates more questions than it's worth. I think the easiest way to do it is just to say, just do it.
There's one strategy.
Yeah, that's what I said, because I just did it and I see the numbers dropping in and I see people falling in.
Yeah.
You know, but just for the people that ask, I was like, well, I don't know how to
I think what we tell our people is it's 20 cents.
Okay, then another question I'm asking. If we're not, because I know initially we're buying 3 positions every day, and then we're buying 1 and maybe 2 or not at all. If we were not buying positions at all, but we were referring record numbers of people.
Yeah.
Because, well, my question is, why are we buying the position? It's just for us to fill it up faster. So if we were bringing in record numbers of people, then there really wouldn't be any need to purchase those additional positions as we go.
Okay, well, let's say you're the very last person at the bottom of the matrix. If you're the very last person at the bottom of the matrix, you're not going to get anywhere if we all stop buying positions. The beauty of this is, if, let's say, I'm on level 4 at the moment, Ali's on level 4, I think Maureen's on level 5 or 6, so we're all different levels because we came in earlier or later than each other, okay? Let's say that you're just starting out today and there's 100,000 people in and you're at level 1. And everybody above you goes, I'm not buying anymore. You're never gonna progress. Those positions, really, to me, the way I see it, I don't know how others feel, and this is my personal opinion, I'm not putting this on anybody else, that they are just making sure that the last guy in is going to get helped.
Well, the way we're seeing it, Vicky, is that all you need is 1 position to get 400 million. So as long as that first position gets to level 30, the more positions we're buying is just helping everybody else get there as well. Because God knows it, nobody needs 30 positions at 400 million.
Well, it'd be nice and we'd make a lot of changes in the world, but nobody needs them.
So
actually, Harry and I have just said...
Every day is just helping everybody who came in after us get to where we're getting.
Yes, literally. We quite often see positions drop under ourselves. We've actually seen Ali bought one, and I'm not under, Ali's not under me. Normally we work together, but we're both under Shoba. And yeah, she'll buy a position and I see it drop under me, which means that Shoba's is filled for that particular level. So nobody, to be honest, the guy that created this to me is a genius, because the maths involved is phenomenal. And I think as little people, Nikki, I think as little people, we shouldn't really be questioning it. Everybody else has their own ideas about change it and do this, change it and do that. The simple fact is, after 8 days, we have 20,000 people in this, and a lot of us are already at level 4 after 8 days, which to me tells me that by Christmas, I'm not going to be doing these webinars anymore. I'm going to be sitting on a Caribbean island somewhere, hopefully. But basically, if we question it too much, it gets too confusing. I think what we tell people is it's 20 cents. I'll pay you in. I'll do your first one for you. I'll send you $1 so you can buy 5. Then you're on your own.
There's one strategy.
Now, buying the positions, it's not because I don't have a problem. I was getting mine every day, you know, but buying the positions is not compulsory for people that don't want to do it.
Well, the thing is, what they ask is we do it. They ask that we do at least 1 a day extra, because like we say, that will then drop down and help other people. It will definitely help them. If you've got a big team, Vicky, which, oops, I think they might be shutting me down in a minute. Just said this giving me a gift, but they never do.
It's only 25 past.
I know, it just says remaining meeting. I've got 10 minutes, 9:51 it's telling me it's fine. Or I'd upgrade for £12 a month. Basically speaking, if you have 5 people already, give yourself 1 more, so you have 6. So then you will always have 6 to fill whatever matrix. Even if they drop in at different levels, those 6 people will follow you through. Then make sure that all the people under you have 2 each. And that will also inspire them when they see earnings going in to go and tell other people. That's what we noticed. Some of the guys that we brought in, we didn't think would do anything, and we're not naming names, and they actually have, and we were quite surprised, because they can see how cheap it is and how available it is to everybody across the world. And what this will also do is the amount of people that are going to be withdrawing in Bitcoin. This is going to hopefully send the Bitcoin price back up as well. So it'll help everybody. The beauty of this is you get paid in Bitcoin, but you don't get paid in Bitcoin themselves. You get paid in US dollars into Bitcoin. So that will help the price go up as well. But that's another thing completely. Don't confuse about that now. But this is simple. When people say to you, how does it work? What do I do? Just say, listen, guys, it's 20 cents. I'll give you your first position. I'll start you off. I'll help you find 2 people, and then just sit and watch it. What have you got to lose?
20 cents.
Yeah. And if they lose the 20 cents, you can say, do you know what? I'll give it back to you, even though I gave it to you in the first place. So,
yeah.
You know, I mean, 20 cents, and plus the fact when you start earning, you're buying the extra positions from your earnings. It's only till you get to level, Ali does this better than me because she watches it all the time. It's only till you get to level, sorry, I've got it on the board in front of me here. Level 13, is that level 13? 13, Ali, or 14? 14 is $6,000 profit. Is it? 15 is $13,000. But once you get to level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, level 7 is $102 each level. Then you're
just one second, please. Can you differentiate between, because it's confusing? We have the metrics and we have the level. And I was going over it with Don. You know where they put levels? I think maybe we should say metrics, because one metrics, you know, where you go from one level to another, so it's not so confusing.
Okay, right. In each level, you have a little matrix.
In each matrix, you have the levels.
No, in each level, you have a little matrix, because until that matrix fills, you can't go on to the next level. And each level pays you out double what the last one did.
Okay.
So when you filled your matrix in that level, you then drop down to the next level, which you have to fill a matrix in. Now, when you get to level 6 and you filled your matrix in level 6, they will be paying you $50 a matrix to finish it, when you finished it. When you get to level 7 or 8, whatever it is, and it starts to double and get to serious money. So all you say to them is, look, guys, just do what...
It's confusing.
It isn't. It is if you try and dissect it.
Okay.
Think of it as steps.
Well,
I'll tell you what.
Quick question.
Can I give you a really easy way to tell people?
Yeah.
Right, you've got 30 steps down. Or up. All right? You stand on step 1. Okay, you stand on step 1, and then you need 6 people to stand on that step with you. And then you stand on step 2. But for standing on step 2, they give you 20 cents, 40 cents, whatever.
40 cents.
Yeah, whatever it is, yeah. For standing on step 2, when those next 6 people jump up alongside you, they'll give you 80 cents for getting to that.
80 cents, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the way to explain it to people. When you get to step 30, they're going to give you 415 million, and you're going to go, bye, people. But literally think of it as steps, each step, and then 6 people have to jump up on that step with you, and then somebody from next door is going to come around and go, here's your 80 cents, here's your $1.60, here's your $3.20, and each time you got that step. But the good thing about this is you'll have 20 series of steps or 30 series of steps alongside you, and each time you jump up a step on each matrix, each one you've got, you're going to be being paid for it.
Okay.
Does that make it easier?
Well, I looked at the metrics and I tried to explain it. Yeah, so that, because when I went on mine, on the first level, you get paid 40 cents as you're completing it. The next level is 80. The next one is 160.
Every single time.
Yeah.
But what you have to realize is your earnings in your back office that says earnings on your dashboard is your profit. You only will take out of that if you buy another position. If you leave it exactly as it is, it will never be taken away to pay for another matrix or a level. That is exactly what you've earned. That is yours to take away and do what you want with. No one's going to take anything out of it unless you go in and buy something or pay somebody or piff somebody or transfer it. That is yours. There was somebody in the Telegram room that said, you've got to leave it all in there because they're going to take your money out of it for the next level. That's already been done. That's already happened.
4 minutes left now.
Thank you. Yeah, I can see that on my screen now. That's already happened. That's why my screen is slowly going to a different color. So anything that says earnings is yours to put in your pocket. And when you start getting to level 5, 6, and 7, and it says $50 every time you complete one of those matrices, you're going to be going, oh my God, there's 200. Oh my God, there's 400.
Can I say something?
One more question.
Yes.
How many levels do we have altogether? Do we know now?
30.
30.
Yeah.
And what are the different metrics? Is it because I know some people have gone over 30?
No. You're talking about level ones. Ignore that. There are 30 levels. You could have 60 of the beginning level ones. I'll tell you what, Vicky, get with me tomorrow.
Okay.
And I will go through it all with you. All right?
All right. Awesome. I'm done. Bye, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Hang on, can I say something before I leave?
Yes.
Because everything's changing at the moment, and Cliff's doing this and changing his mind, can you at least once or twice a day just check in the Skype room, because we're around all the time and trying to copy whatever is done and put it in there for everybody, just so that you all know when you can start buying again, because I know that most of you can't be online 24 hours a day.
Yeah, true. Basically, if it's in there, you should get a notification pop up in the room. So if you get anything that shows that on the Skype room there's been a chat or someone's posted something, please go and make sure that it's not just inane stuff, that it is actually something you need to read. We will transfer things from the Telegram room and from Facebook, and Shoba does as well, and Maureen does, to make sure that everybody gets the information. And it's really important that you do it. It's important that we're seen to be doing it. So at the moment, nobody buys anything unless you are bringing somebody in and you piff them one position to make them get into the system. But bear in mind, they're trying to catch everything up. And if we can do this, we're helping everybody to get it all sorted out quicker, so we can keep going back to what we want to do, which is earning pennies and dollars. So we've got 2 minutes left, guys. I'm not sure I want to be called a troll, Shoba. Okay, we've got 2 minutes left, guys. Has anybody got anything else that they want to know urgently, or if it's not necessarily urgent, can it wait until tomorrow and Ali and I can chat to you about it?
I have one question.
Sure, Samuel.
The ads that we get credits for, where do those ads appear?
They will probably appear on the Daily Freedom Challenge website that people will go to log in and to find out information.
Okay.
The actual Daily Freedom Challenge website itself. They will probably be rotated in various guises around the website to fill it in, to let everybody see the adverts. So it'll be free advertising, basically.
Okay. And the only other thing, are there any efforts being done to optimize the website for mobile devices?
I really don't know about that, but I'm sure that's something that if you wanted to message admin, you could ask them. But may I respectfully suggest that you do that in about a week's time, when all this furore has calmed down, because it'll get lost in the melee of people saying, where's my 20 cents gone at the moment? Which
got 1 minute.
I know, it's a very valid point, Samuel, but can you wait about a week and then contact them? I'll make sure I get the admin email to you.
Okay.
Aaron just put in the room that everything's back to normal now. You can start buying the 3 positions again.
Oh, really? Okay, then forget everything I've just said for the last 10 minutes.
But like we said, check the Zoom, check the Skype room, because this is when you find out all the information.
Yeah, and don't ask each other. Make sure that you actually read what's in there. I'm going to close this down, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. It's gratefully, appreciated that you made the effort. I'm going to put this onto my YouTube. If you go and what's the word? Subscribe, you will see any new videos we do.
Thank you, Jax and Allie. Love you.
Love you too, Vicky. Take care, guys. Thank you.
You too.
Take care, everybody. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.